Welcome back to Smart Money. Very important and interesting topic for all of us millennials is retirement planning. And today we have Atul Shinghal, founder and CEO of Scripbox, and Mrin Agarwal, financial educator and director of Finsafe India, to tell us how we should do effectively do our financial planning. So Mrin, there are many options within equities, right, for investors. There is the NPS equity scheme, there are retirement funds, there are general equity funds, there is the annuity schemes from insurance companies as well. Tell us, how does an investor decide on which one to pick, and what is your take on retirement funds?
All right. So I think from the cost perspective, it's going to be NPS, followed by equity funds, and then followed by the annuity schemes, because as we all know, the annuity schemes are pretty expensive. And of course, that's going to basically eat into the returns. But I think, when you're looking at between NPS and mutual funds, I think what one really needs to do is first ask oneself that, do I want pension in retirement? And certainly if you want pension in retirement, then NPS is your product. If you feel that you can manage equity funds on your own and you can remain disciplined and remain invested for the long term, and you want more flexibility, then go in for the equity funds. I do highly recommend NPS because I think it's a great product. It gives you exposure to equities, provided you choose the active equity option. It's low cost and it keeps you disciplined and hence compounds your money. Now, with respect to retirement funds, there is this retirement mutual fund category. It's a solution-oriented fund category. Most of the funds that are available are actually managed as balanced funds. And the category is done fine. It's what I just find is that it's a little difficult to actually compare funds within the category because most funds have different allocations to equity and debt. And if you look at the general categories, which I mentioned, which is, let's say, index, small cap or mid cap, these have, in any case, given a better performance. So unless you feel that you want a fund where you want to basically put it aside for a particular goal, I think you're just better off with the general equity categories.
I thought as much, and I wanted Atul's view on this as well. Atul, would you agree that, these solution-oriented funds, as they call it, retirement funds is one of them. You think it's better to avoid them because you really don't know where your money is going. The AUM size is also small. It's better to just be invested in, say, a plain vanilla index fund or an ETF?
I really can't speak against the industry, right? Because there are product creators who are creating these products. But as wealth managers ourselves, our role is to do appropriate asset allocation at an individual customer level, right? So again, it really depends on each customer's needs. How far are they from retirement? Are they 5 years away? Are they 15 years away? Are they 30 years away? What are they really saving for? What's the risk appetite? So I won't take a blanket answer. It's difficult to compare any of these. It's very customer specific and it's very, very individual need based. So I would say that as a wealth manager, our job is to create that multi-asset portfolio and rebalance it on a regular basis. And manage it that way. So I won't say that retirement funds are particularly bad, but there are better options at an individual customer level, which blend both cost, risk, and obviously returns in a blended manner. So if I've got, if I make sense that.
Sure, got that. We're running out of time, so I quickly wanted to squeeze in a couple of queries that we're getting from our viewers. The first one comes in from Akash Desai, and he says he's just 23 years old and he wants to retire by 40. Great plan, but he wants some guidance on how he should go about it. This is the dream age, right, Mrin? Everyone wants to retire by 40, but he has age on his side. He's just 23. What's your advice to him?
Well, start investing aggressively. Try to save, of course, on an overall basis, try to save at least 30 to 40% of your take-home income and allocate towards retirement. I would say invest aggressively in equities. You've got age on your side. You've got 17 years to go. So certainly invest. Again, I would say look at more of mid caps, small caps. Look at the NPS option. If you want an easier option, which you don't have to keep monitoring, do that. But I think the key would be to really start off right away. And again, remember to use the calculator because you need to plan for the next 40 years after retirement.
Okay, I wish I had thought about retirement when I was 23, right? I had so many years on my side. So I guess, the power of compounding would have worked better. Ambali Sisodia is 25. Well, the generation now has started thinking about retirement early, and I love that. 25-year-old, and he has 4 SIPs of 5,000 each, and he wants to retire by the age of 50. How much would I need to retire by 50? Mrin, do you want to take that one?
Well, I don't have the calculations.
calculator.
Yeah, I don't have the calculations offhand to give an answer to that. But I would still say the same thing, that look at investing aggressively. And as I said, that, the retirement is not, if you're going to have 30 years, 40 years in retirement, then it's really not about just the living expenses. It's also about, what are you doing to keep yourself mentally engaged? And, don't forget to account for that when you're doing the planning.
Okay. All right. We have one more final query coming in from Ritesh Parekh, who says that his age is 42 and he wants to retire by 60. What should I do in terms of savings? Now, he doesn't have too much in terms of, a number of years on his hand. For someone who's perhaps started off late, very quickly, Mrin, your thoughts?
Well, again, as I would say that he would need to look at saving more, investing more into equity. And these would be my 2 suggestions.
Okay, all right. Well, we will leave it at that. Thanks a lot, Atul and Mrin, for stopping by and speaking to us on CNBC TV18. Appreciate your thoughts and hope to chat with you again on several other important topics. With that, it is a wrap on this edition of Smart Money. Thanks for watching.